Hi everyone, welcome to next session in our SAP ABAP learning series. As a part of ALV report, earlier we worked on the purchase order ALV report. Now we'll start a new ALV report, and this time we'll create the editable ALV report for the customer payment follow-up. So the objective of this report is to create an editable ALV report based on customer uncleared invoices. So whenever any customer purchase any goods or service through SAP system, we create the invoice. Okay, and initially all the invoices are known as the open items. We can check that in the FBL find transaction code. And when the customer pay the amount, those line items are cleared. Okay, and then we can see the details in the cleared items. So for the open line items, the table is BS ID that we are going to use. So here our requirement is we should display the data of customer open line items from BS ID table, okay, along with the due date. For every invoice, there is a due date. Okay, so after due date, if customer has not paid the payment, the CRM team, the customer relationship management team, they will call to customer, they will take the follow up, and they will enter the remarks. This is the requirement of this editable ALV report. Fine. So on the selection screen, we'll give the provision like to enter the customer account, range, and the company code. Based on this, you have to select the data from BS ID table along with the customer details like name, mobile number, etc. Fine. So in the output, we'll try to display like customer ID, customer name, mobile number, company code, document number, fiscal year, invoice date, baseline date. In finance document, for every invoice, there is one concept of baseline date. Okay, and there are some payment term. So suppose today we have created a GR. Okay, let's say today we created GR on the 13th of June, and the baseline like payment term is 15 days. The customer should pay the payment by the 28th. Okay, so based on the payment term, the number of days will get added to the baseline date, and the payment due date will get calculated. Fine. Then there is the document type, reference document number, amount, and currency. All this will come from the BS ID and like KN1 table. And the last two, the follow-up remarks and promise date, those two field will be editable columns. Okay, and we have to store this in a Z table. That Z table will get later. So this is the requirement. And here we can see the table name which we are going to use. For the customer ID and name, we can use KN1 table. Here are the field names. Then we have ADR2 table and the BS ID, that customer open line item. For the clear line item, the BS AD is the table. Okay, I is for open item and A is for the clear item. So this is a screen of FBL file. Once you execute the transaction code, we can see the data like this. So similar data will display on our output. Okay, and this is the some columns of the BS ID table. From this table, we need to fetch the data. So let's log into our SAP system and start creating this editable ALV report. So in the previous lecture of the ALV report, we have created this report for the purchase order display. Okay, then we have learned the concept, how the report is created. We have learned like how to create the internal tables in this, how to design the selection screen, how the data is being selected and displaying in the output. Okay, the field catalog and all you learn in the first ALV report. Okay, the same concept we are going to use. Fine. So here I will go to SE38. I will give the program name as ZFI underscore payment underscore follow up. Fine. And here we can give the title as customer payment follow up. Select executable program, save in a TR, a transport request. The first here I will design the internal table. Here I will give the table name as BSID and KN1. And first I will design my output table structure like begin of TP underscore list. Here I will select first field as cell, and the remaining we can select the columns based on this. Okay, I will copy all the field names. It is good first if you can note down all the field names, so it is easy in the program. You can type manually all the fields here. The table name we have to give there. Okay, so for each field we give the reference like type KN1 Kunnar. For the second field again it is from the KN1 name 1. The customer details, name, address, everything is in the KN1 table, and telephone number we are going to fetch from ADR2 table. Okay, tailor underscore long. Then company code from the BSID table. So write here BSID BUKRS, BSID BUKRS, and then Belnar is the accounting document number. Belnar is the accounting document number. Then this GJAHR is known as the fiscal year. Fine. And then we have due date, that is the posting date of that particular invoice. When that invoice is got created in the system, that is the posting date. And the baseline date, ZFB date, this is the baseline date from which date the payment term will get started. Okay. And this one field I want as a due date. Okay, this is the custom field I'm adding. Due date, what is the payment due date? Okay, we can take the type of side item, and then we have BLART, that is the finance document type. BLART, then the reference document number is again from the BSID only. See, based on your requirement, you can select the different fields, but the basic fields which are required, that I'm selecting here. Okay, so this is the amount field. Then we have currency also in the same field, BSID WARS. After that, this is the payment remarks. For this, I will create the Z table, but as of now, I'm just adding here the remarks. Okay, of type, I'm just giving here char 100. Later, you have to replace this with the custom table, and we can call this as a P date, promise date, like the CRM team, they call to customer. Okay, and customer has given XYZ date. On so and so date, he is going to clear the payment. So that date we can call as a promise date. So this is the type structure we have created. Now we will do data declaration like GS underscore list type TP underscore list, and then internal table GT underscore list type standard table of TP underscore list. Okay, save, check and activate. As of now, no error. So let's create a selection screen now. So how to design selection screen? On the selection screen, as I explained, I want two fields, the customer account and the company code. Fine. So we'll write selection screen begin of block B1 with frame title text 001. Then selection screen end of block B1. And as we want range, so for the range we'll use select options like S underscore Kunnar for BSID Kunnar. Yeah, I will take one more field here. I'm taking one more field here. S underscore BLART document type also I'm taking. See, by default, like for invoice document type is RV. Okay, but in demo system you may not have all the RV document. If I go to AC16, if I select here, the document type RV is used for invoice, sales invoices. but here we can see only 2 records are there. So for practice, we can exclude the RG, we can select any document type. Okay, so that's why based on your system, you can add any document type. So for that, we will take this document type on the screen. Then we have company code, BSID, BUKRS. Okay, and here I will write start of selection and end of selection. In between, we write the code. Save, check, and activate. No error as of now. Now what I will do, we'll create a perform routine like get and build data. I'm going to use old and new ABAP syntax both in the same. So get and build I will use in the same perform routine. Fine. So here we will select the data from the respective tables and we'll move the data to this GT underscore list to display in the output.